Hey everyone, it's JoAnne here. So I want to talk with you about attracting and receiving what it is that you want, okay? So one of the biggest teachers of law of attraction is Abraham. And what Abraham teaches is a three-step process to manifestation, right? So asking, allowing, and receiving. But how do you do those things, right? So the first thing, asking, is really just for your own sake, okay? It is for your own clarity. The universe already knows everything that you want, so the asking is really just for your own clarity. The second thing is with allowing. So how do you allow? Well, the way that you allow is that you release resistant emotions that come up when you think about what it is that you want. So emotions like fear, um, you know, lack of faith, lack of belief, doubt, worry, any kind of anxiety. So those feelings that come up that, just make you feel off about what it is that you want. And the third step is receiving. So how do you receive? Well, you get out in the world and you meet the universe out there where she does her magic. Because she does not do her magic when you're sitting on the couch. She does her magic through other people and situations, right? So that's the law of attraction. That's how you receive what it is that you want. So a lot of times though, when we think of something that we want, we get attached to having it and we get attached to it looking a certain way. So I want to walk you through just some releasing of that energy of attachment, because when you are in attachment or you're in doubt or you're in fear, that is not allowing. That's not allowing what it is you want in your life. That's stuck energy. Okay, so we don't want to be stuck in that. So we're going to go through a process of releasing attachment to what it is that you want. So I want you to do this. I want you to follow along with me. And if you don't have this essential oil that we're going to use, send me a message, email me, and I can get you a sample size of it. I can just send it to you. It does cost money because I'm not going to send all this, I'm not going to send hundreds of these out for free. Or I can get you hooked up with Young Living through me, and I can get you a bottle of this, or I can get you hooked up in the whole system. So this bottle is like, as a member, it's like less than $20. So it's very affordable. Okay, so we're going to be using the oil Envision, and I'm going to take you through this releasing process, releasing attachment with this essential oil. Then we're going to go through a tapping session, emotional freedom technique. So then we'll go through that, and then we'll be complete. We won't have any more attachment to what it is we want. So I want you to think about what it is that you do want. Bring something to mind that you really want, and have those feelings. If you have feelings of attachment, then this process is for you. If you're just so attached to it, looking a certain way, if you're attached to having it, gotta have it, gotta have it, gotta have it. Life is not going to be complete unless you have this thing, I want you to feel those feelings of attachment. Okay, so bring that to your awareness, this feeling of attachment. And then I want you to smell Envision. I want you to smell that oil and let it permeate all your body. It only takes like 3 seconds for this to reach your brain, 3 seconds to reach your thyroid. It's crazy how quickly you can be affected by smell, right? Okay, and then I want you to feel the other side, the other emotion of attachment. The other emotion of attachment, the opposite, is connection. So connection, what does that feel like? It feels like being with what it is that you want. So being with that. And think about, if it's something specific that you want, think about the essence of what you want. What's at the core of that, okay? What is it really that you want from that thing? Okay, think about that. So really feel that connection to that. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to apply the essential oils to the vision points on our body. So I just put a couple drops in the palm of my hand. I'm just going to swirl it around. And then the vision point, so here's my eyebrow. The vision point is just kind of near your temple on your hairline there. So you're going to rub this oil into your vision points on both sides. And then you're going to rub it on your release point. Your release point is the back of your skull. So you're going to rub it here in the back of your skull. That little divot in the back, you're going to rub it there. And then you're going to rub it on your filter points, which are on either side of the base of your skull. So, you know, there's those points kind of where your skull bone is there. Those are your filter points. Just rub it all around. Just rub it all around. Then you're going to rub it on the top of your head. So rub it on the top of your head where your skull kind of fused together when you were a baby and when you were a child. So you know how babies have that soft spot? So rub the oil right there where your skull came together as you grew up. Okay, now I want you to say the mantra, I hold the vision. I hold the vision. I hold the vision. I like to inhale, envision again. So I hold the vision. I hold the vision for what it is that I want. All right. Take a deep breath. Get centered. So let's go into a tapping session centered around the feeling of attachment to what it is that you want. So we're going to start with our karate chop point. Actually, let's just start with connecting to ourselves again. I like to start actually every tapping session with this, you know, the centering and this connection to ourselves, and really being present to divine wisdom, allowing that to come forward and allowing ourselves to be free of whatever it is that we need to be free of, whatever we need to let go. So let's start our karate chop point. I'll just keep my eyes closed. Just helps me stay tuned in. So let's start here. Even though I feel attached to having this certain thing, I completely love and accept myself. So even though I feel attached to having this certain thing, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm attached to having it my way, the way that I want it, when that I want it, I completely love and accept myself. All right, let's go to the top of the head, and then we'll go through all the points as I walk you through each of these statements, okay? I know what it is I want. I know what it is that I want. And I want it really bad. This thing that I want is going to bring so much joy to my life. And that's why I want it so dang bad. I really want this thing. This thing that I have in my mind. This thing that I know will add more joy to my life. I really want it. And I get scared that I'm not going to have it. I get scared that it's not going to come true. And that I won't have the level of joy that I really want. This is why I want this thing. I want it so that it adds to my life. I want it because I think it will complete a certain aspect of my life. There's good reason to have this in my life. But I'm scared that I won't actually get it. And when I feel scared about not getting it, I feel very attached to having it. And this feeling of attachment, of having to have it, or else I'm not going to feel the joy, it just doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good in my present. And so if it doesn't feel good in my present, it makes me think that I'm not going to receive it. But that's what the feeling of attachment does. The feeling of attachment creates a disconnect between what I want and what I currently have. And so that I get all mixed up energetically about having to have it. So I'm ready to release my attachment. I'm ready to release my attachment. I'm ready to release my attachment to having it. I am ready to release my attachment to having it. I release and let go any attachment to having it. I release and let go having to have it. I release and let go having to have it. Because what I think it will bring me, I can bring myself right now. I don't need something outside of myself to make me feel complete or to bring me joy. All the things outside of myself are just reflections of how much joy I feel right now. So as I feel joy in my present, I am naturally attractive to having more things to feel joyous about. And so I release my attachment to having what it is I want. I release my attachment to having it look a certain way. And as I release my attachment, I can relax. I can relax and be at ease. I already feel more relaxed, more at ease, and more receptive to receiving things that add to joyous experiences, that add to the joy that I already feel. So having this thing or anything else is really not necessary. What is necessary is feeling the joy right now. appreciating my life right now, and relaxing and trusting that the universe is bringing me more to be joyous about. And so I release attachment and I relax. In this relaxation, this space of detachment creates a vortex of receiving more to be joyous about. And so I open myself to receiving more things to be joyous about. All right, take a deep breath. The only thing that is in between you receiving the things that you want, receiving the life experiences that you want, the emotions that you want, all those things that you want, the only thing that's in between them is you allowing them. And remember, the allowing step, remember this, is you dropping the resistance, dropping the fear, dropping the attachment, dropping the doubt, all those things that come in between you, the asking, and the receiving. So the allowing is what's in between, and you have complete control. You have complete control over what you allow into your life. How about that? How about that for power, right? How about that for co-creation? Yes. All right. So hope that helps. Let me know if you want that oil. Let me know if I can help you in any way. I do work one-on-one with folks. If you want to go deeper on a particular thing with me, let's do it. Let's have some fun together. And otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.